going on, everybody? My name is Timothy Lamar Cato III, and this is I Got More to Say. And today we have another one of our most beloved episodes being Put On or Put Out. And today I'm joined by a player, partner, friend of mine. Y'all have seen this young man before. He featured on one of the early, solo episodes of Put On or Put Out last year, back in 2024. And I felt like our episode did not get enough love, so I definitely had to have him come back, to I Got More to Say, for another rendition of Put On or Put Out. I am joined by none other than professional basketball player and also professional ladies man, Mike Turner Jr. Mike Turner Jr., what's happening, my G?
My G?
How you been, bro?
A ladies man. That's insane, but we'll get that. I'm cool, you know, just living life, loving life.
You
know what I'm saying? Taking it one step at a time, doing what I gotta do. I definitely felt the same way you felt.
Okay.
Our episode might have been ahead of its time.
It's time.
I just hope, you know, we talked about this before. No men in dresses.
Okay, no men in dresses?
Hopefully not. I mean, if it happens, it happens.
But no men in dresses.
But you know what I'm saying?
No more Milli Vanilli.
That was just something else. That was just something else. But yeah, I feel like, you feel me?
Well, Mike, man, like I said, we just for to let the people know, we have the largest Put On and Put Out that we've ever had so far. I Got More to Say short history today. I think we got about 20 plus photos for you. So, you know, there's gonna be a lot of opinions. So with that being stated, we ain't gonna waste no time. We gonna go ahead and get right into the fuckery.
Right into it.
Let's into the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? But nah, Mike. Mike, first off, we're gonna start off with one of New York City's very own.
Okay.
What is it? Maybe to me, one of the most underrated artists from the drill scene. How we feel about 26AR?
26AR.
Is that put on or is that put out?
He type wrote this, but his pants too damn small. His pants is what? I fucks with the aesthetic though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I think it's tough.
The pink and the green?
Yeah, I real cotton candy-ish.
For
you
sure.
feel me? I fucks with this.
Yeah.
I think it's put on.
And
I
shout
don't
out-
like the...
Shout out to him. You gotta have hair to wear that fit. I put that shit
I
on.
feel like you don't have hair though.
Nah, 26AR got a head full of hair, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, he ain't.
He got a beanie on.
Nah, he got hair, I think. I don't know.
I don't know. I say put on though, for sure. I fucks with the aesthetic. I think his pants is a little too tight. But yeah, I fucks with it.
That right there is prime Brooklyn drill swag. Like the Brooklyn,
like-
the drill era in New York. Like, I mean,
just them?
some would say that it ain't stopped, that it's still going. And I respect that point of view. But as far as like, what is it like? As far as like the style that a lot of them had, I was just gonna say, yeah, that's like the prime one with the cool gray 11s.
Yeah, I was about to say, his cool gray 11s is crisp as a motherfucker. He must have just put them bitches out. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He must have just brought them bitches out with this one. But yeah, nah.
Now, you know what? I'm not gonna hold you. He probably did, because you gotta think, a pink, is that Montclair? I would imagine. But pink bubble coat, like, he probably was, like I said, had that coat stored away for a little minute. But the minute he got them cool gray 11s, he was like, oh yeah, I already knew.
Gotcha.
Exactly. So I was
Because there's
gonna
not
say,
a lot of colors that, I mean, there's not a lot of shoes that he can put on with this fit.
For sure. But he executed that one.
Well, yeah, he did his thing.
So
I wish
26AR, that's put on.
His mouth's supposed to be shut.
I don't like that. But that's put on for sure.
Let the homie live, bro.
I'm sorry.
Put on for 26AR?
For sure.
All right,
Yeah, he wrote that.
All right, bet. Next up, this is actually a star-studded event. You know, we have the likes of Ye, Mustard, and Quavo. But outside of just the star-studded event, I think the complexity, and I say complexity lightly, of this outfit is really what stands out. How we feel about YG and Tom's, a bulletproof vest, and either a fedora or a derby.
Nope. This is put out. It looked like he rolled his ankle. No, that ass. Look at that ankle. That ankle looked like it's, nah. And he ain't got no socks on.
I think
know how-
Tom's is meant to be worn with
I
us.
know, but you know how I feel about that. You grown-ass man.
Put some
Put on
socks
some socks on. You know what I'm saying? This is not my style.
Are we not gonna talk about the bulletproof vest with the derby and the Tom combination?
See, I feel like,
You know, and YG is known for some very, very, very like bold looks.
yeah, I feel like this is him.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
it's real, I feel like this is him for sure. But the only thing that I could remember the last episode with the Chris Brown with them damn turf shoes. This is the shit that I'm talking about. That right there is a no-go. Because you're supposed to have some socks on. But that bulletproof vest, I feel like it's him, so I can't really say too much about it because that's him. I feel like right here, put on. That below, hell nah.
So it's the times with no socks. Mm-hmm. Okay. What about?
And then the capri joints.
Okay.
I don't fuck with the capri joints. Your legs shouldn't, like, everybody else down the line got jeans, and even the woman, she got a skirt on, but everybody else besides him got on pants that cover. That's a put out for me, G.
Damn, YG.
YG gotta do better with that one.
I bet. Shout out to YG. Next up, Mike, we have another West Coast platinum selling artist. How we feel about Tyga, formerly of Young Money. The all camo suit.
This reminds me of something a woman would wear.
Damn.
It's baggy as shit.
Well, in Tyga's defense, what is it? The camo, as far as in hip hop, has been around for a minute. I think as far as per my recollection, Master P and No Limit was big on the camo. Capone and Noriega was big on the camo. I think Cameron and like Dipset had their era with the camo. I think A$AP Rocky revived it.
With the era, but see.
So camo in hip hop has lived on for about damn near 30 years now.
And that's not
in
the
his
issue.
defense.
The issue is how big the suit is.
Okay.
Its pants look like bell bottoms. Tell me I'm wrong.
The bell bottom thing kind of in now, especially after what
Would you
Kendrick
wear
just
some
did.
fucking bell bottoms? Kato, would you today, if I say, hey, Kato, let's go out to eat real quick, bruh, or hey, we gonna go out to eat, then we gonna hit a scene up. Bring your best fit, we gonna get right. You telling me you pulling on some fucking bell bottoms?
I'm not pulling on a bell bottom.
Is you gonna pull out some baggy shit like this? Now, when I mean baggy, I mean like, this man, he's about my height.
Wow.
Probably my stature too,
Okay.
right?
Talk
No
about-
more than 205, 210.
Okay.
It looks like you got shoulder pads on, G. Am I wrong? That's just
He
too
do look a little
big.
brolic, yeah. A little unnaturally brolic. I would concur.
You can't
with
see his hands. His hands, you can't see his hands. This hand is not even in the pocket. You can't see it. This look like one of them, you know how like you know what I'm saying? Like when you're younger, you got a sister, they'll wear the pajama joint, but you can't see this. DD's from fucking Dexter's Laboratory. This is what this remind me of. Why is your shit so loose? I got a problem with V-necks, and I got a problem with loose shit, because I didn't warn it for a while now. It just don't work. And that's what fashion is nowadays. Loose shit.
Put out for Tiger, bro.
How? Didn't know this. You putting it on?
If the
For him.
If the fit was different, I'd wear it. But I see your point. Tiger do look uncharacteristically brolic in that fit. I do see your point.
Right, like he just got some ass and then came up and was like, put on this. No, should have put out. We're not doing that.
Understood. All right, next, we keeping on the left side of the map, except we traveling about 7 hours north of LA. We are headed to the Yay area. One of the most talented individuals in hip hop. How we feel about Mac Dre. The legendary Mac Dre, I might add.
Yeah. When was this?
Okay, well, being the fact that I think Mac Dre passed in about 04, 05, I think it was 04, March of 04. Rest in peace to Mac Dre.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I would say that flick probably was when he got released from doing his biz sometime in the 90s. So I would say that right there is circa late 90s, early 2000s.
Let's put on it.
Put on.
This is a fire fit for 2000s.
You know something? This is the thing, right? if anybody else were to wear that fit the way it's worn, with the hat matching the Burberry shirt matching the Burberry briefcase, most people, you would be like, yo, they either trying too hard or they are very unserious. And I never met Mac Dre. Never had the pleasure of meeting him. Would have loved to. But just from like watching his interviews and listening to his music, he was dead ass serious when he put that on.
You can tell.
Like when he put that on and looked in the mirror, he was like, I'm fresh to death.
And you can tell by the way listen, only OGs do this shit here when they getting serious about a fit. Mm-hmm. They'll put on they shit and then they'll flex it with a pose. Notice him flexing his motherfucking pinky ring, his what looks to be a bracelet and the watch. He's flexing it like this with the serious face. So you know he's serious.
Dead ass serious.
Dead ass
There's a
serious.
difference between being serious and being dead ass.
He like, hey, nephew.
Nah, that probably is some shit he would say.
Hey, nephew, take my picture.
That's him.
The cuff and the jeans is wild.
Now that's the only thing I will state. The cuff and the jean is insane.
But
That's because if you unfold them bitches, there's another bell bottom. But I feel like bell bottoms was cool back in the 2000s, right?
I think bell bottoms was morely a thing in the 70s, Soul Train era.
You right.
Yeah.
You right.
Yeah.
But this is put on for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
2000s. Yeah, there's definitely two different prints on the Burberry for sure.
Yeah, Mac had that on.
But you know what I'm saying? I say it's put on.
Put on for Mac Dre.
For 2000s, it's for sure.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Mac
he was
Dre, rest in
serious.
peace.
Rest in peace.
Next up, Atlanta. GA, 90s.
90.
One of your favorite eras, maybe your favorite era.
Yeah,
How
let's
you feel
see.
about Criss Cross? Is that put on or is that put out?
This give me Milli Vanilli vibes. Just how like they look fruity.
Damn.
But I don't know if they fruity.
They were kids, bro.
I understand it. But I have PTSD when it comes to stuff like this. When I see a group like this and they posing like this, the one on the right put on.
They got on the same outfit. You being a hater.
No, it's just
Why you hating on light-skinned niggas, bro? Why you doing that, bro? They got on literally the same exact outfit.
It's the accessories that
Nah, bro. I'm not letting you get away with that.
make it. He definitely.
Bro, they have on literally the same exact outfit.
Is they pants backward? Oh, I'm not tripping.
Yes, that's crisscross. That
Okay,
was the thing that they did. Yeah,
was
they
in-
showed up on the cover of the what's the name with the pants and the jerseys is backwards. The logo's supposed to be on the back. That was their thing. That was their aesthetic. But nah, bro, you can't do that, bro.
I say it's put on.
Okay, yeah, bro.
The pants backwards is insane.
You're doing some major hating right now, bro.
No,
Come
I'm
on
not,
now. The
bro.
one on the right put on, they
just
wearing
look
the
at
same fit.
Just look at the aesthetics. He put that shit on better than him. Just because of the simple fact of his aesthetic. Like, he got accessories with it.
Put on, bro.
Yeah, it's put on.
All right, bet. And I think one of them passed, so shout out to them.
Rest in
God
peace.
bless. Yes.
Niggas say
Got
you
on the
hating
same
the
fit.
light-
Come on
hating on
now.
light-skinned
Why you
niggas?
hating on light skinned niggas?
I'm not trying to. My fault, light skins.
Oh yeah, bro. We salute all of our black people of any shade.
Yeah, that's
Hell
facts.
yeah. Next up, man. Back to LA. Kendrick at the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Say Drake.
This is fire. This has got to be put on.
Put on.
I hate the bell-bottom jeans, but just because of this fit and how much it meant to the black community, I'm saying put on.
Wow, really? You
Swear to
going
God.
against your bell bottom jeans?
have to for this.
Disdain?
I swear to God, I
Kendrick get a pass with the bell bottoms?
yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Wow,
because this
Mike.
was like, I feel like Kendrick always been the type of person that kind of stays with the 90s kind of theme. I feel like
For sure.
I've never
He
seen
came up in the 90s. I
Yeah,
think he was
so-
a kid in the 90s.
I've never seen him wear nothing that would be too crazy in terms of like what they wear now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say definitely with the fashion. I mean, Kendrick, from what I've noticed just over the years, he's been a lot more experimentative. You know what I'm saying, as far as with the fashion, but still not going away from just his overall kind of what he do.
Yeah, he's not gonna lose himself.
Yeah, for sure, for
with,
sure.
with what's going on. I will say though, for real, and me and my cousin was just talking about this. That A minor
Necklace.
necklace, Diabolical.
That, but flooded.
It's flooded the
Flooded.
bitch, but it's
I
diabolical.
remember he came on the TV. I was like, nah, them diamonds hitting a little bit differently. The only person who I've seen have diamonds hit like that is like Jalen Hurts and like Gucci Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Jalen Hurts
Pimp
should be
C.
dancing.
Yeah, Pimp C was another one too. But I was like, nah, the clarity on them diamonds. I was like, Kendrick reaching to his pocket for that.
That boy got sued $2 billion for this.
Ah, for sure.
Say, Brick.
They'll live.
But I'm telling you,
And he got on the DT 86s or 96s.
I seen
the
it.
Deion Sanders Jones. Yeah, I got to give Kendrick his credit right there.
yeah. Did you? For side note, did
Now-
you see the Angels, the K-Dot Angels?
I did not. You got to show me those. Yeah, I'm not familiar.
The ladies that was like
Oh, that was singing in the background. Oh, yeah, they was Pressure. I didn't know that was their names. Okay.
there was one of them, and I remember my pops told me, he was like, I like this one. I said no,
That one's Pressure.
that one right there is Pressure for sure.
But that's put on?
Put on for sure.
Yeah, that was one of the best weeks of hip hop too. I mean, what is it? Won a Grammy on Sunday, then the following Sunday, won 5 or 6 Grammys
Yeah,
on
that's what I
Sunday
said.
in the Canadian tuxedo, which was crazy.
Which is diabolical.
Then the following week, you were on the Super Bowl stage and you did probably the most politically charged Super Bowl halftime performance ever.
Everybody was talking about they hated it, but they didn't really get the picture behind what he did.
For sure. But I got to give Kendrick his credit on that one, though, man. He one of the craziest weeks. Shout out to Kendrick. That's put on
Shout
for
out.
sure.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to K-Dot. Next up, Mike. Now to the NBA.
Okay, bet. Set
Now
up.
to the NBA.
Let's get to it.
I've gone on record as saying that this man is probably maybe the greatest scorer ever. And how we feel about James Harden. Did he put on or is that put out?
Nah, this put on.
Put
I
on?
like this fit.
Okay.
I like this fit a lot. I don't like the man purse, but I like, and he got the, is that a Richard Mille?
Probably, yeah. Richard Mille. Yeah, I don't know how to say it, but yeah. Yeah, Harden, yeah. When you on a $50 million a year contract, yeah, you probably got a few of them bitches at the house.
I
For sure,
fucks
for
with
sure.
it. I fucks with this fit for sure. I really liked it. Again, the pants is a little too flared for me, but this fit, regardless, is fire.
It's put on.
Okay, for sure. And I don't know what shoes them is. Them look like they might be Travis Scott's, but them is tough. Or
I was gonna say the pattern was a little chaotic, but I ain't gonna lie, Harden pulled that off nicely, especially like I said with the shirt in the middle, kind of tying it all together.
I like patterns though.
Okay.
So this, yeah, for sure. Put on.
And also, Mike, too, I gotta ask, greatest scorer of all time?
Greatest scorer of all time?
Yeah,
Is he?
I'm asking you. I'm talking about put the ball in the basket. Anybody ever did it better than him? From all angles.
In his prime, nah.
Okay.
Nah. But we still got some people that is up there.
As far as overall bag, I give it to KD.
I could give it to KD too.
And I think KD is a little bit more efficient.
Or I could say this gonna be, for me, it would be either KD,
Kyrie,
Kyrie for sure.
Steph.
Steph don't really have a bag to me.
But Steph put that bitch in the basket.
For sure. His is more
But I see your
conditional.
point.
You
I
feel
see
me?
your point, yeah.
Like he can get to that bag, but that's not his game.
We gotta put Kareem in there.
Kareem for sure.
Yeah.
Then if you're going modern day, right? Because we weren't alive for Kareem.
We was not. Hell no.
So let's
Our
just go.
grandparents barely was.
I was about to say, let's just go what we know. If we going with what we know, KD's up there.
Yep.
You got to put Brown up there. That nigga.
He was next.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yep.
he's up there.
He gotta be in there.
Yes, James Harden is definitely in there. I'm gonna put Kobe definitely is in there.
Kobe,
the late
for sure.
And I gotta put Paul George up in there.
Okay, I ain't mad at that.
But Paul George got a fucking bag.
Bag, for sure. I think the reason why I say Harden, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but the reason why I say Harden is just a simple fact that Harden also will average double-digit assist numbers along with 30 points. So
Russ too. Russ up there too.
Russ up there too. But I was gonna say Harden can kind of kill you from almost anywhere. So I would probably say Harden.
They got fat.
Yeah, until he got fat. I would agree. Or excuse me, until
Big.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, overweight. Whatever they want to.
we'll go
Whatever
with
they
that.
want to say.
Bet. But Harden put on though.
For sure.
Okay, bet. All right. But next up, Mike. Back to the 90s.
I best said it.
How we feel about Jagged Edged? Is that put on or is that put out? What?
They're just for the people that know the first episode, go back to Chris Brown and look at what I told Kato when it came to Chris Brown on what he had that turf shoe. The V-neck was too low. There was too much chest on. I don't even know. Did I put him on or put him out?
You put them out, bro.
Exactly.
Swiftly, too.
This is a put out. There's too much chest showing.
Okay.
And I just feel like they hot. Like I generally feel like they all sweating. All of them got on like this, what is that? Like leather?
That's definitely leather. If it's not leather, it's vegan leather.
Yeah, like,
If it's not vegan leather, they definitely skin that skin off of a cat.
nah, not a cat. It's vegan leather for sure. Cause this is put out for sure. They sweating. They got Timbs. They Timbs dirty. Nah.
Yeah, I was gonna say jagged edged, like, you know, why the beat butters?
They shits is beat.
Yeah.
Homeboy in the middle throwing up in foes. He look like he don't even want to be there. Swear to God, look at him. Then they gonna look like, fuck am I doing here? Like, it's hot as shit.
Yeah, I mean, full-fledged Smurf / Blue Man Group is a little wild. Modern day Temptations Blue is different.
Yeah, this is put out.
Put
and
out for-
again, I can't do it. He almost got the joint that Tiger did.
Too long.
I can't do it. I'm cool off of this.
Put out for jagged edge.
Yeah, they made some hits, but fuck, hell no. We're not gonna do that one.
Shout out Jagged Edge.
Shout out.
Next up. 90s R&B.
Okay. On my speed.
Yo, Speed.
Oh.
How we feel about Genuine?
This is up there with R. Kelly.
Oh.
He got a crop top on.
That's a bold statement.
He got a crop top
I
on.
need you to unpack that. That's a very bold statement.
All right, bet you ready?
Yeah. Okay, now we will acknowledge that is, I don't even know if it's necessarily a crop top because I don't think it goes all the way around. The stomach is cut out. But crop top, continue.
Like he's
You want to know something? The reason why I can't really hate on this is because, you know what I'm saying? I'm built like the Michelin Man. So, you know, I don't know. I ain't never been leaned up, abbed up like that before in my life. I got to give Genuine his credit. Whatever diet / workout plan he was on back then, you know what I'm saying? That right there, I got to take a lot of discipline and have effort. So, you know, I feel like I can't really hate on him in that sense. Because if I wore that, Lord have mercy.
But it's the thing though,
You would think
leaned
that I
up,
belonged in an insane asylum somewhere.
even if you was leaned up, you wouldn't put this on. I know you, Kato. And if you would, I'm gonna have to see about you. It might have to be me and you.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
But how we feel about that fit from Genuine, bro?
no, because there's not enough. You're at a radio music award. Why is you half naked?
I mean, you know, I think
Why is you half naked?
at this time with R&B, I wasn't there. This is a little bit more your time than mine, even though you're only a few years older than me. But like, I think some of the fits was a little bit more out there, as far as, you know, we just were like, you know, the 90s R&B, you know, the sex appeal and things of that nature.
Why was you half naked with a crop top on?
As I was trying to say, I think from just what I viewed as far as 90s R&B fashion, I think that this was kind of,
This was it.
to an extent. And I'm sure Genuine probably got a fair share of yes
After this,
after wearing that. Yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
because Genuine was genuining for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
But no,
For sure. He could really sing.
and it seemed like he was sweating. So I don't.
He might have got that fair share of yes before he went on that red carpet.
And that's what the fuck got into him. He needed to stop it. You should have thought about it. His team should have told him this is not it. Let's take this off. I fucks with the
The flooded Jesus, what is it? Not the Jesus piece, the flooded cross.
It's the actual word of it. There's something. It's not like the necklace itself. It's something that you like. It's a word for it, but I can't think of the word.
Not sure me neither.
But nah,
Let me see him put out.
I anybody that put this on, I'm saying put out. It don't matter if it's him, Chris Brown, we're not doing this today.
Respect it.
Shout out to him though.
Next up, when I was coming up, you couldn't tell me this wasn't one of the flyest dudes in the world. And you know what, even to a certain extent today, you know,
Still up there?
Still an influence in my personal opinion. However, how do we feel about Fabulous, Loso, Mr. There Is No Competition with the paper towel headband?
Insane. You know, I was trying to figure out what type of headband that was, and I kept on thinking it was something about a paper towel.
If I may, Mike, you know, there's been some very crazy trends in hip hop. I think Bulletproof Vests was one of them. I'm guilty of that. I have to tell you about that. Yeah, that's story time for a later time. But like I said, there have been some very insane trends in hip hop. Bulletproof Vests, I think, is one of them. I think to a certain extent, sometimes the colored camos, the really long jerseys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There've been a lot of crazy trends in hip hop. However, the paper towel headband, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is second album Fab. So Fab, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fab always been fresh from what I remember, but he definitely had a little pape, you know what I'm saying, at that point in his life. You know what I mean? I just don't understand what happened or where the idea of, man, I'm about to go into my kitchen, grab my Bounty, wrap it around my head, and then go do a music video for the whole world to see.
This might be Charmin's whole time.
It might be. I ain't gonna lie. That headband do look super absorbent. So whatever paper towels that Fab was buying, just based off of from what I've seen in my day, I ain't gonna lie, that is very much quality. I bet money up underneath the headband was the driest forehead you've ever witnessed in your life. But Mike, yes, how do we feel about the paper towel headband?
No. Because there's no point of what is the reason for you to have a paper towel headband?
And Jadakiss did this too. So I don't know what was in the water in New York at this time.
They were just trying to make a statement, I feel.
Well, the statement was made with that mic.
That's
As a
crazy.
matter of fact, not even a statement, a proclamation.
That's what I say, because this is put out for sure. Ain't nobody wearing no damn Charmin headband. And I want to look up the video just to see how he maneuvered his head while having this headband on. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it was uncomfortable. You got to tuck underneath your ears. Nah.
I'm gonna have to disagree, bro. It looked like he was it looked like it was pretty tropical, the environment, wherever he was at. I don't think it was uncomfortable. Like I said, if I was thinking about I don't even think I don't even think the sweat in his pores even thought about exiting with that paper
Because
towel.
they knew the Charmin was going to catch that motherfucker. But nah, this is put out for sure for me.
out.
I fucks with the actual fit.
Oh yeah, the throwback like Steve Largent, like Seattle Seahawks journal for sure. But you saying put out though? With the Cardis, yeah, Fab knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Fab. For sure.
Put out.
Definitely. All right, next up. We have back to Brooklyn, back to New York, Drill again.
Okay, Drill.
We have Dusty Lil Kane accompanied by the lovely Miss Maya the Don, but we are focusing on Dusty Lil Kane. Is that put on or put out for the bulletproof denim? Excuse me, the denim bulletproof vest.
Yeah, the denim bulletproof vest with the turtleneck.
As I said,
This is Brooklyn. This is...
yeah, Dusty Lil Kane, Brooklyn. Yep, big Brooklyn.
Yeah, big Brooklyn.
Now, Mike, like I said, the bulletproof vest has been in hip hop for a minute. I think 50 probably is one of the first people we credit when it comes to
50
that
definitely
trend.
was, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a New York thing, too.
We seen what YG did with it, with the Times.
He executed this good.
And now the denim bulletproof vest.
He did his thing with this.
Okay.
I say this is better than the previous one for sure. I think this one is good. I think this one will be put on.
I'm not gonna lie. It's cohesive as hell.
It is. It is.
And then the fact how it matched Maya's denim.
I was about to say, and the fact that it all comes into one, that's why I think it's put on for sure.
Yeah. I don't know, like, number one, where do you even get a denim bulletproof vest?
You gotta have one made for you, cause he a big nigga.
Dusty.
Like, yeah, like he out here.
Yeah.
So you had to have one put on for you or something. Like you had to have that tailored. And you know what it kind of remind me of?
What does it remind you of, Mike?
My birthday fit. Remember?
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
Okay.
So it's definitely put on for sure. I fucked with this.
So put on for Dusty.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he did his thing with the Dior's too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He did his thing.
Like
And she put on too.
For sure. We rock with Mr. Lovely Miss Maya the Don. For sure. We rock with her. Shout out to Dusty. New music, ASAP, partner. Yeah. All right, next up. Mr. Charlotte, North Carolina himself.
Okay.
How you feel about the baby?
Oh, this the one that you said.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I
No,
didn't
you
expect it to
good.
come out like that.
You
But
good.
the baby, did he put on
The Dolce and Gabbana, like
or did he put out?
the aesthetic aspire.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, the peach turtleneck kind of pull all that together too.
That is what I'm looking at. And it looked like it got a print on it too. Only thing that's throwing me off is if we don't got socks on.
I don't think he does.
But this is a put on fit.
Oh, he might, you know what? Let me not say that. He might have on a pair of no-shows. There could be some no-shows.
I don't know.
We gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
was
We
gonna
gonna say
say.
he got on some no-shows.
It's put on for sure though.
Put on for the
I
baby.
like it. I like the whole aesthetic of this fit. Like I said, I like patterns. This pattern screams fire to me. Cause it's just all one. It flows. The cream or tan turtleneck with what I think it would be a print that would match the designer that he has on his coat and pants. And then the tennis, what looks to be 2 or 3 tennis.
Yeah, I was gonna say the baby is another rapper with a lot of really good jewelry. Yeah, jewelry game, serious.
The tennis necklaces mixed in with the tennis bracelets. Yeah, he put this one on.
You know who he remind me of a lot of? Like, from his rapping style to an extent and his sense of fashion, he really remind me of Busta Rhymes. He really do.
He kind of resembled that nigga too, like one now. Cause like if you think about it, Busta Rhymes is big.
Yeah. Busta Rhymes, like, had a period where, like, he was kind of skinny, then he got
Shit.
swole, then he got fat, then he got swole again.
Cause when he had his locks, he was skinny.
Yep.
He cut them bitches off
Then
and
he was
he started to get
He was
big.
swole.
And then he got fat because
Whatever, yeah,
shit,
whatever
you
he was
eating
going
right.
through.
Jamaican, you eating right. You feel
And then
me?
he got swole
Then
again.
he got swole again.
Yeah.
So now, yeah. And the baby always been a swole ass nigga.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
maybe not look alike. That might not be the right word, but yeah, it resembles for sure.
In a sense of fashion, but that's put on.
That's put on for sure.
Man, shout out to the baby. All right, next up, Mike, this our era.
Oh, okay.
This our era, Mike.
All right.
Mr. Right Thurr.
Oh, Chingy?
Is that put on or is that put out for St. Louis is Chingy? Now, Mike, I want you to remember this was 03, 04. This was Power Baller Chingy.
I know.
This is Right Thurr.
I'm trying my best to think of it like that,
This-
but even then,
this-
that's
this-
just
this
too
was-
damn baggy. Fuck. With the Chingy, but with the Badangu Chingy, he got the double buckle. The Chingy, you ain't even repeat that. The Chingy buckle
I seen it.
with the cardinal buckle.
I think that's a patch, respectfully.
Oh, that's a patch.
Yeah, because, you know, he always repped in St. Louis. If there's one thing people from St. Louis is going to do, like people from other cities, but especially St. Louis, they're going to rep that Lou. They're going to rep the gateway to the West. If there's one thing they're going to do in St. Louis, they proud to be from Sexy Red, Chingy.
They gonna throw that bitch up.
Yeah.
They gonna throw that in.
Nelly. Yeah, you from the Lou, you proud. St. Lunatics. Yeah.
I just can't fuck with this one, man.
I'm going to have to firmly disagree with you on that one.
You fucks with
Firmly disagree. Hell yeah, back then, that era, the color coordination, repping the St. Louis, to go with the white and the red. He repping the Cardinals. Most of the time back then it was about the Rams. He putting on for the baseball team, and he got his own belt buckle, bro, with the white fitted. Bro, I had a white fitted. Lasted all but 3 damn days, my sweaty ass.
You got the T.I. joint too.
Yeah, and it's leaning. Come on now.
I still gotta stand. I mean,
Nah,
I say back then, yeah, for sure.
Put on.
You look high as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Chingy probably smoked some good shit in his day.
Yeah,
I
I
would
say.
imagine. But man, that's put on for Howard Bailey Jr.
So
Shout out, yeah, I wasn't about to let you get away with that
2000s,
one.
that's
Chingy
the
was
shit.
stepping. Don't you do that?
Yeah, do that. Right.
Oh, that was prime disturbing the peace.
No, he did his thing.
Next up, Atlanta again.
Okay.
New age Atlanta.
So some tight shit.
Fair. How you feel about Lil Baby?
Oh, this ain't tight.
AKA
This ain't too
Wham.
tight.
Them pants tight as hell. Don't you do that.
The man says you can
Them
say
pants
it's
tight as hell. How dare you even try to say that?
I was looking at the top half. I wouldn't, but
How dare you try? How dare you try to offend my my eyesight?
you can see his kneecaps.
Oh, for sure.
But this is a fire fit to me. Not them fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna
boots.
say them boots. That's different. But
It's different.
the way I look at this photo, it looked like probably wherever he was going with them boots on, and the fact that he got his sneakers in his hand.
It had
It probably was
some
either
shit.
just raining or it was wet. The ground was wet outside.
And he wasn't-
He put them forces on. He's stepping.
for sure, Ski.
And I still even got to give him credit because the boots and the rest of the fit flow.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's
give him
not a
his credit.
different shade of green. Like with these forces, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
But them boots, if there is a different fucking shade, if them boots was that color right there,
You're on the toe box. Over where?
over.
Over
But yeah, now this is a tough fit. I fucks with this.
Yeah. You know, a
Them
lot of
pants
people
is
give Baby a lot of hell for the way he dressed. For
I
whatever
think he
reason.
dressed one of the best out of Atlanta the whole time.
I can respect that.
Like a lot of people like Gunna better than Baby when it comes to like their
Fashion.
fits.
Yeah.
But Gunna wears some tight shit. Like some
We
very
ain't going to
tight
sit up here and act like Baby ain't got on some
No,
tight ass.
listen, I get what you're saying. Like these is tight as shit.
Tight as
You
a
can see his
motherfucker.
kneecap for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
But let's not like Gunna be putting on some tight shit.
For sure. Gunna, yeah. Like I said, it's very unique, I would say. You know?
But this is definitely fire. I
was
fucks with
gonna
that
say, yeah,
jacket.
Baby, I always thought Baby was fresh.
He was fresh as fuck to me. Yeah.
I always say, yeah.
Yeah, this is put on for sure. I fucks with the fitted. I fucks with the aesthetic of the outfit. His pants might be a little bit too tight, but you know what I'm saying? That to each his own. But I feel like the reason why them pants look so fucking tight is because he got the big ass boots on. And you can see the boots are swallowing up his legs. Like obviously you know that I'm not trying, listen here.
Mike,
I know what you about to say.
them pants is tight all the way through, player. You don't defend it, bro.
I'm
It's a
not
fire
trying to-
fit, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying that, but I feel like if he was to put them shoes on, it would be a different type of tight. Like you know what I'm saying?
I got you, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, put on.
But that's put on for Baby. Man,
For
shout out to Wham. All right, next up. NBA. Back to the league, the association. You know what I'm saying? Where I hope to see you one day.
Hopefully.
I am.
We'll see.
How we feel about Bruce Brown? I believe that's his name. Bruce Brown.
Yeah. Like very, very
Is that put on or is that put out?
Western. It's not my style.
We not rocking with Bruce Brown Jr.? I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. You know, my family from the South.
I know, and you fuck with this whole time. You had whole
boots with the denim. Come on now,
with the cowboy hat.
to match the shirt, and then
With the belt buckle?
and the big ass go yard. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Mike. You are right now being a grade A+ hater. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Why is this shirt tucked down? Nah,
Like I said, that might be that Geechee blood in me, player. But that right there, I got an uncle who show up to every family reunion like that.
like that and say, "What's up, cuz?"
Yep, and I'm not gonna lie to you. You can't tell him he not stepping.
Nah, this is not my style. I wouldn't put this on.
You know what's crazy? You probably actually could pull that shit off too. Give yourself a little more credit.
And I like the Django, this bitch.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with Django. That was a good ass movie.
That was a good ass movie, but I can't.
So we saying put out for Bruce Brown?
I'd have to.
Is it Bruce or Bryce? My bad, I keep fucking his name up. Bruce.
I about to say Bruce, I
Bruce
believe.
Brown, yes.
Nah, but it's put out for sure.
I'll have to agree to disagree, player.
Yeah, this one, you know, it's there. It had potential. I couldn't do it. I know you could though.
For sure.
Oh yes.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I go stepping. You hear me? Clicking. Next up, Shad Moss. But I think in this era he was known as Bow Wow.
Oh,
Is this put on or put out?
Weezy.
Yeah. Is that put on or is that put out?
That's put on, man. He what? 16, 17.
That jersey big
It's
as
a
hell.
bitch. That's
If
dang
he
near-
stand up straight, I bet money he'll be walking on the bottom of that bitch. I bet money, bro.
but like
I think
in this
14s. I never even knew 14s came out in blue suede. or Nubuck, whatever material that is.
I think these is 8s.
8? My bad. I couldn't get a good glimpse of it. You know, I'm getting older, my eyesight going. But anyways, bro.
I just believe they 8s just because of the 2 straps. I believe.
I
Could
didn't see
wrong.
the straps.
Oh, yeah, these.
I didn't even see that. Yeah. Hey, bro, we getting old, bro. You know,
Yeah,
things happen, bro.
listen,
You know
you
what I'm
know
saying?
why?
You have to live to get old.
Yeah,
I ain't
sure.
tripping. You see my hairline, or what's left of it. But continue, bro.
This is put on.
Okay.
For sure. He did his thing. I feel like anything that Bow Wow put on in his early years.
Bow Wow was fresh as hell.
For sure.
I would say when we talk about early 2000s fashion, Bow Wow was super underrated. Yeah.
Yeah, I say this is put on for sure. And he had the NBA game. I know he probably seeing the Hawks at Cleveland because it looks like that's the court that they're playing on.
He from Ohio, right?
I don't know.
I think Bow Wow from Ohio.
Is it?
I think Shad Moss from Ohio. Let me look. Especially if you say he in Cleveland.
It looks like it from the court. I could be wrong though.
Shad Moss, Shad Gregory Moss, that is. Columbus, Ohio, yeah.
Well then, yeah. So then, yeah. I say that's put on for sure. For sure.
Put out for Bow Wisdom.
Yeah, put on.
Yeah, cool. Shout out Shad Moss.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, next up. This might be 80s R&B. 80s and 90s.
Okay, let me see.
How you feel about the legendary Bobby Brown?
Nah, this is fire. This shit is fire.
Okay.
I fucked with the print too.
Oh, you already know that's the Dapper Dan custom exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This was like before he was on that shit.
Lord have mercy, we really had to go there.
I'm sorry. But this is put on for sure. He looked like he was. He knew he put that shit on. That's why he bit his lip. This is when the light skin fake. I mean, right here. And it was a dark skinned nigga doing it. Mm-hmm. Look, now I'm hating on the dark skinned niggas. This is put on for sure though. I fucks with this fit the whole time. It looks like it's a 2-piece, obviously. I fucks with the way the zipper come. I was actually trying to find me something that had
Come
that.
across like that?
Yeah, that's fire to me.
For sure. Yeah, it's unique for sure. Like I
That's
said, Dapper Dan got him right.
Mm-hmm. This is fire.
So that's put on for Mr. My Prerogative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is fire. There ain't too much to say about it either.
Shout out to Bobby.
Shout out to Bobby.
All right, next up, New Orleans, the Bayou.
Oh, they always be fresh out there.
I'm glad you said it. And this one is this young man is definitely one of the freshest. How we feel about BG of Cash Money. Well, Cash Money for life, but how we feel about BG. Now, number one, I'm gonna point something out. 4 watches is incredible.
Same.
You know, Juvenile said that he was responsible for being the first rapper to wear 2 watches. The fact that BG, now, I don't necessarily know if there was a rapper that wore 4 watches before BG, but if Juvie was the first to wear 2, and this photo is probably sometime in the late 90s, early 2000s, I would imagine that BG is the first rapper to wear 4 watches. And I would say that it's a pretty safe bet that there has not been a rapper that has attempted the 4-watch look since that. So I have to give BG a lot of credit. But please continue.
I think this one is. I think the 4 watches is insane. You're right. The 4 watches is insane.
Yeah, I've seen like the 4 or 5 rings.
Yeah, like you get what I'm
I've
saying.
seen like the 4, 5, 6 chains. I've never seen 4 watches.
4 watches means you got a lot of time on your hands.
The damn sure do. Got a lot of money on top of that. But then with the soldieries on the feet,
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at them too. And then he got the flipped up joint.
well, then they had a bandana tied around the neck. Cash Money.
Yeah, oof, I accidentally touched it.
All good player.
What listed to be a Scully? I said,
That might be his hair. He might have like a headband on or something.
yeah, it might
Yeah.
be. I said Cadon.
Put
I
on
said,
for BG? Okay.
I don't like the 4 watches. You need to take 2 of them off, 3 of them off.
Nah, you hating, bro. I'm sorry. Because it's always, in most situations, good to be the first to do something. As I said before, Juvie was the first to do 2, and then you come through and do 4. I don't think no rapper has attempted 4 watches.
You're right. But I still take 3 off. And then we could be, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a Mercedes in the background too.
That was Cash Money. Them dudes stunted like that. There's a reason why they call Birdman Stunner. They had a song called Number One Stunner. That's how they was living back then. You got a $30 million deal and then you got a 93.7 royalty split. You might start doing crazy shit like that too at 19. And they was already rich before they got that deal?
Yeah, he was young.
Yeah.
I can't hate on him.
Exactly.
That's definitely a put on.
Shout out to BG.
Take 3 off, bro.
Shout out to bitches. Next up, Fredish Young Man. Broke my heart when I read that he got 12. I thought that he was one of the hardest rappers in general, but especially coming out the South. And the way he put on for Arkansas, man. But like I said, Fredish Young Man for sure. But how we feel about Bankroll Freddy? Is that put on or is that put out?
I fucks with the aesthetic.
Okay.
His pants way too tight. These is the tightest ones I think I've seen yet.
Baby's punching with him as far as the battle of the tight ends. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Lil Baby is definitely punching as far as in that regard.
Look like he got the Louis V's on.
Yeah. He was another one who I thought was real underrated as far as being fly. I mean, his hit song was Drippin' Like This, although Dolph had the best verse.
I fucks with this fit for
Rest in
sure.
peace to Dolph.
Yeah, rest in peace. I fucks with this fit though.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
when I
hot.
saw that fit, I immediately thought of you
It's fire.
in both a good way and a bad way.
What's the bad?
I can see you posing like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I feel like I'm not post like this.
But what was you saying about the fit, Hobie?
Nah, I fucks with the fit though. I
Okay.
really do. That's look, the 4 watches. This nigga got on 3 big ass rings.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The rings I've seen before. Like I said,
You can see that.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that most often. I fucks with this fit. Something about them pants make me want to say put out though. Something about them pants make me want to say put out. And I believe it's because of how tight the Vicious is.
bro, overall, bro.
But they orange too.
You gonna make me say it. You know I say, I will say that the way you say it.
What? Go ahead.
Orange.
Orange.
You're not fucking with the orange, bro?
Nah, I'm not fucking with the orange, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fucks with the fit. If they were a little bit baggier, put on for sure.
So you saying put out for Bankroll?
Yeah, I just can't fuck with them orange pants, see? Can't do it. I can do it. No. I'm so sorry.
All good, bro. Shout out to you. I respect you standing on business. Next up, back to the league.
Okay.
Some people say I look like him. I don't think so at all.
I'll be the judge of that.
How you feel about LeBron Ramon James Sr.? I don't look nothing like that here, so don't you even look at me like that. All me and him got is the same beard. That's it. And soon, if LeBron come to terms with it, we'll
I
have
think
the same
he actually
hairline.
went bold. I think he went bold.
Ball?
His
Okay.
last like 3 or 4 games, I look like you a little bit.
Hey, bro, shout out to Braun.
But
He was in denial for some years.
Fuck.
We rock
I
with
think went
Braun.
head. Yeah, no, we
Nope,
don't.
Braun, let that body flow, player. Flow.
I feel like this is put on.
Yeah.
I might be a little biased. If I actually seen this fit when he was walking in, I seen
Yep,
this and I was
you
like,
seen
this is fire.
Yeah, it's clean as hell. I
It
mean,
is.
he got the capris on, but honestly,
It's
it
not
worked.
bad.
It worked.
It's not up to his shins.
Yeah, it worked.
So it's like, and I feel like a lot of NBA players, like they'll wear shit like that and it'll work for them.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you're a rapper,
It might even be hard for them to even find clothes because most of them are 6'6".
this nigga 6'9".
Yeah, so some of them might be like, you know what, these pants might be a little high, but
Fucking him
people gonna have to understand.
I fucks with these. And it looks like he got some low, either, not in Blazers, gotta be.
I don't know what they is.
Or
but
not
LeBron
in
stepped up.
Blazers. Them gotta be forces.
Yeah, it's a chicness about it. You feel me?
Yeah, he most of his shit is pretty like chic or
Yeah.
very.
LeBron very well dressed.
Yeah,
I don't
for
think
sure.
people give him his credit. LeBron well dressed, well into his 40s. You know?
And he can put that shit on if he wants some street attire. I done seen him put some shit on that look like.
Sure. Now I'm not gonna lie. When the Cavs came back from down 3-1, I think he went and bought all them suits.
Yeah,
and it was
then
like
he cut them suit.
and it was like shorts.
Yeah,
he had that whole team.
that
stepping.
was the first time I ever seen shorts
In a
on a
suit.
suit. And I'm like, that shit type fire. I think I was this was when, 2016? I was in college. I was playing basketball at my time. And I was thinking to myself like, damn, I want to buy I just want to do that. Like, all my away games, that's all I want to do. I ain't do it, because I don't think I could have pulled it off. But yeah, for sure. This is put on.
Put on for Braun. Shout
From
out
Big
to
Bron.
Braun. Oh yeah, number 2 in the West now.
It's crazy that they numbered it.
Scary Alex, 40 years old, averaging 25, 8, and 8.
And then you got Luca.
Yeah, scary Alex.
Yeah.
Next up, 80s hip hop.
Okay.
Bronx.
Oh,
Bronx, New York. Yes.
I was just talking about the Bronx.
Bronx, New York. Yes. Shout out to everybody in the Bronx. Slick Rick, the ruler, also known as MC Ricky D. Is that put on or is that put out? Michael Turner Jr.
This got a lot. This is way too flamboyant. It's 80s though, so it's understandable.
And that's his look.
Yeah.
I've never ever seen Slick Rick without, as far as when it comes to jewelry, without something that is the craziest, biggest piece of jewelry you've ever seen in your life. So that's definitely him. But how do we feel about that shit from Slick Rick?
That's too much. You screaming that you wanted to get robbed, even in the 80s, with the eye patch and everything, G. He got my look on, or I got his look on when, you know?
Yeah, we
Back
had
in
that
the what?
injury.
Yeah.
You know he has a diamond encrusted eye patch too, right? You ever seen that?
No, I haven't.
He got a diamond.
Slick
encrusted.
Rick?
His wife got it for him. Yeah, tough too.
Shit,
He'll
can't.
do it with the microphone and the rings. That shit'd be crazy. Light show. But what were you saying?
Really designed out this bitch. I said this is put out. I would have to say this is put out.
Yeah, you out your damn mind.
I will have
The
to.
yellow cardigan
With the yellow.
with the yellow Clarks.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not really the biggest fan of white jeans, even though I think 3 or 4 of these fits had them.
Yeah.
With the hat and nah, I'm gonna have to firmly disagree with you on that. But he could put that on now and be fresh as hell.
You know what happened is when he stand up from this, that whole backhand gonna be black from that motherfucking pipe.
Pause.
But yeah,
Pause.
no.
Damn.
Listen,
You say put out, bro?
Yeah, that's-
we go act
yeah,
like that'll
that's put
happen,
out.
bro.
That's
I disagree, but put out for you, bro. Okay,
That nigga said, pause. Damn, my boy.
you all good, Mike?
Shit.
You all good? Play us fuck up, bro.
You see, look, I'm looking around like, damn, I hope.
Play us fuck up, bro. It's okay.
somebody else.
It's okay, bro. Play us fuck up. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right, Mike. Last one to finish up the episode, bro. We back to 2000s R&B.
Okay.
Tyrese.
oh yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, Tyrese looked like he just pulled out the illest, looked like he just bust the illest Crip walk of all time.
It's either a crip walk or he about to charge up to do something digital.
For sure.
I feel like this is put on. This is 2000s for sure.
Yeah. Or he got to bite into something that, you know what I'm saying, the mac and cheese touched the greens the right way. But wherever Tyrese was doing,
He was doing it the right way, for
he
sure.
was in a very good mood.
I feel like this is put on.
Put on for Tyrese.
Tyrese don't get enough credit either for his music,
Definitely don't.
but this is put on.
Yeah.
I feel like the only takeaway I'll state is again, where's your socks?
Probably got on some ankle socks, bro. It's the early 2000s back then, bro. Let him live, bro. Let him live, bro. Let him live, bro. Is it put on or is it put out, bro?
It's put on.
Put on.
I fucks with this. I fucks with the whole entire aesthetic behind it.
Okay.
I feel like this is kind of like the same thing with like, let's just put on. Just know that it's put on.
Okay, bet.
I ain't gonna say
Shout out to Tyrese for his bravery.
facts.
Because it was, black men, be emotional. This, that, and the third. Tyrese was on there crying and people was clowning him.
They still do.
Yeah, and they still do to this day. But, you know, shout out to Tyrese for that, bro. We appreciate him for, you know, being at that level.
And me and Headstrong
Being
enough to
headstrong
be able to
enough.
sit here and still do it after getting clowned as bad as he did. Like,
Shout out to Tyrese.
I think he just had a breakthrough with his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went on the Breakfast Club and talked about it.
Yeah.
Charlamagne tried to hand him a tissue. He was like, phew.
Yeah.
He was like, black men cry. I'm like, God damn, Tyrese.
Because that's his brand now. He didn't.
I
He got it.
respect it.
But yeah, nah, definitely. That's definitely a put on for sure.
Put on for Tyrese. Bet. Well, Mike, bro, that was it.
I was expecting some dresses or something to be.
Nah, Mike, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think I kind of scarred you the last episode with that Milli Vanilli, bro. So, you know, I wanted to make sure that, you know, if I ever want to have you on for a third time, that, you
can
know
be
what I'm saying?
exclusive.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I hope that, you know, we back on even playing ground. You come back on the show a third time, it's going to be some F shit.
Oh, I'm already knowing.
Don't you ever dare, don't you doubt it. But Mike, real quick, bro, just so we could go ahead and wrap up, bro, anything that you want to say to the people, my G? Anything you're working on? Any way that they can get in contact with you?
Nah. I mean, get in contact with me if you could follow me on my socials. I think you'll tag me in the
I
Instagram.
for sure will.
Okay, so Instagram, you tag me in that. Yeah, well, if you want to get in contact with me, you go to Instagram. That's
Don't worry, I'm expecting you to get some DMs. Oh,
Here
yeah.
you go. Listen, watch the video all the way through. Like, comment, subscribe. Do what y'all gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Get my boy Kato up there. He work his ass off. He
Damn
do
sure
it
do.
every single day. We talk almost every week, every other week, if not. And you always talk about what he doing in terms of the work he's putting in and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Do me the favor and get him right. You feel me? That way I could be on for some more episodes, and that way we could get, you know, a little bit more traffic going through. So
Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you for the words, Blair. Well, listen, y'all already heard the man. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all again for joining us. This is Mike Turner Jr. I'm Timothy Cato III, and as always, I got more to say.